The vast expanse of space had always beckoned humanity, promising adventure and discovery. But on that fateful day, as the massive alien ship descended from the clouds above New York City, adventure quickly turned to terror. The Zirconian Empire had arrived, and Earth would never be the same. Commander Laura Zong stood atop the United Nations building, her eyes fixed on the looming spacecraft. Its sleek, obsidian surface reflected the panicked city below, a dark mirror of humanity's worst fears. As Earth's newly appointed ambassador to the alien visitors, Laura felt the weight of billions of lives on her shoulders. "They're hailing us," her aide Marcus reported, his voice trembling slightly. "What should we do, Commander?" Lyra took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. "Open the channel. Let's hear what they have to say." The air crackled with static before a deep, resonant voice filled the makeshift command center. "Humans of Earth, we are the Zirconian Empire. Your planet is now under our protection and rule. Resistance is futile and will be met with swift punishment. Submit, and you may yet survive." Laura's jaw clenched. This was not the first contact humanity had dreamed of. "This is Commander Lyra Zong of Earth. We do not submit to threats. We request peaceful dialogue and—" The voice cut her off. "Your request is denied, human. You have one planetary rotation to surrender your leaders and military command. Failure to comply will result in demonstrations of our power." The transmission ended abruptly, leaving a heavy silence in its wake. Marcus turned to Lyra, his eyes wide with fear. "What do we do now?" Lyra's mind raced through scenarios, each more dire than the last. But giving up was not an option. "We fight," she said firmly. "Humanity has faced extinction-level threats before. We've survived ice ages, plagues, and our own destructive nature. We'll survive this too." As the hours ticked by, governments around the world scrambled to respond. Military forces were mobilized, civilians were evacuated from major cities, and a global state of emergency was declared. But against the advanced technology of the Zirconians, Earth's defenses seemed pitiful. In a secret bunker beneath the Rocky Mountains, Lyra met with a team of Earth's brightest minds. Dr. Aisha Patel, a renowned astrophysicist, presented their findings. "The Zirconian ship is unlike anything we've ever seen," Aisha explained, projecting a 3D model of the alien craft. "Its hull is composed of an alloy that absorbs our most powerful weapons, but they're nothing more than pebbles." "That has to be a weakness," Lyra insisted. "Everything has a flaw." A young engineer named Carlos spoke up. "What if we don't need to destroy their ship? What if we could hijack it instead?" All eyes turned to Carlos as he continued, his excitement growing. "Their communication systems operate on quantum entanglement principles. If we could isolate the frequency they're using, we might be able to insert our own commands." Laura leaned forward, hope kindling in her chest. How long would it take to develop something like that? Carlos exchanged glances with Aisha. "With a team working around the clock, maybe 48 hours. "You have 24, Laura said. "The fate of humanity depends on it." As the scientists and engineers set to work, Laura coordinated with military leaders worldwide. They needed to buy time, to make the Zirconians believe that Earth was struggling to mount a unified defense. The next day, as the aliens' deadline approached, Laura stood before the United Nations General Assembly. Her words were broadcast to every corner of the globe. "People of Earth, we face the greatest threat in our history. The Zirconians believe us weak, divided, and easily conquered. They are wrong. Throughout our history, humanity has thrived in the face of adversity. Our strength lies not in our weapons, but in our spirit, our creativity, and our unwavering will to survive." She paused, her gaze sweeping across the assembly. "I call upon every nation, every person, to stand united. We will not bow to tyranny. We will not surrender our home. We are humanity, and we will prevail." Cheers erupted from the assembly, echoing around the world. As Laura stepped down from the podium, Marcus approached with urgent news.